Hi, Shravan. Um, First of all, apologies for not getting back to you sooner because I was away so I didn't really do any recording in the past couple of weeks. Um, so that's the reason. So today I thought, yeah, let me do it. That's the reason I've been pinging a few people that if you're available today, let's do it. And yeah, glad that you're available. Right. Okay, so I
It
want you
happens.
to introduce yourself because I have no clue except for your name. And you have a channel,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you very much, first of all, so giving this chance to introduce myself and to have a session with me. As you can see my name on the display, my name is Travan Madisya, and I'm connecting to you from India itself. And if you ask me in India, especially from which state, so I'm from Gorakhpur state. I mean, it's a city which is in Uttar Pradesh. And if I talk about my educational credential, currently I'm pursuing my master's in computer application.
Oh,
Apart
you're so
from these,
young and you did. Oh, sorry to interrupt. My computer master's MCA. You doing MCA?
yeah, I'm pursuing
I
my
did
MCA.
MCA. I did MCA years
Oh,
ago.
oh my God. Later we would be discussing about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, if I talk about my hobbies are, reading books and watching podcasts. And mostly nowadays, I'm enhancing my communication skills. So I love interacting with people too.
Uh-huh.
This is something more or less about me. Yeah. I
Oh,
would
that's
love
very
to know something
interesting.
about you.
Yeah, so glad that I didn't. I had no clue that you were doing MCA, and I didn't know that I didn't because I did. As I said, I did MCA years ago, and I had no clue that it is still a course. Because everything things have evolved so much since. Because I did my college time when we didn't really have mobile phones. We had, but it was like the Reliance or the old version of Nokia. Nokia used to be a star those days. That's when I did my college, and so a lot of things have evolved, but still MCA is still a course. Uh,
Still, it's relevant. It's relevant because it's a technical course,
yeah, it is. Yeah, now
and
what I meant to say is like they haven't renamed the course name, or it didn't give any better name, or like name. Yeah, that's what I meant.
okay, yeah, but it's still relevant, I think, in the market industry. Yeah, the name has not been changed, but yeah, there is some specialization comes into it. Like if you want to do MCA specialization into cyber security, and if you want to do
Yeah,
AI,
AI.
cloud
AI
computing, if you
is
want to
getting a
do.
lot more
Uh,
visibility.
so,
And
mhm.
what did you do before MCA? What did you do for your graduation?
Yeah, in my graduation, I have done my bachelor in science with the subject physics, chemistry, and mathematics. But later, I
Oh,
wanted to
you
shift
did.
my
Okay.
career.
What was your main then for graduation? Maths or
Uh,
physics or?
yeah, maths and
Did you
physics.
do? Oh my God, you're yeah, you're a mini me because I did BSc maths
Oh,
as well.
oh, really? And you did it from India itself?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Ella. Yeah, I
Oh,
did BSc
similar.
maths and then I
I didn't
did
expected this. Even
yeah.
though I have watched your couple of videos, but I didn't expected this that you have also done MCA and in your bachelor you have done BSc with physics
Yeah.
math with domain subject. Absolutely nice.
Did you do stats, statistics? Did you do statistics?
No, it was chemistry along with the physics.
Really? Oh, okay. So I did yeah, maths, BSc maths, subs physics and statistics. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it
really
was it
nice.
was easy to score because statistics is so easy to score. Well, yeah.
Hmm. So after MCA, you worked for years here. You
Yeah,
worked or
I
not?
worked. So soon after I completed MCA, I joined a UK organization and Technopark Trivandrum. In Trivandrum, I think one of the first IT parks in
Mm-hmm.
India. I think it's a Technopark in Trivandrum,
Okay.
or was it,
And
or,
from which
or is
college
it
you have done?
Bangalore? I don't know. Bangalore, there is something an IT park is there in Bangalore, right?
Yeah, Bangalore is the hub of, it's known
Uh,
to be as the Silicon
was it the
City. Yeah.
first? I think, yeah, maybe in Kerala it is Trivandrum Techno Park, and then they started Info Park, something called Info Park in Cochin. So there are
Yeah,
two IT hubs. Yeah, I know.
uh, it is in the Kerala. Absolutely, you're right. Hmm. I mean, you're not feeling good as I can see. So, still, you are managing to do this session, is showing that how, I mean, courageous you are. I mean,
No, yeah, no, it's I quite enjoy doing these sessions.
mhm.
I only do when I'm not working, obviously, when I have an off day or in the weekends. Um, but I quite enjoy doing this because I find it very creative or productive. Creative in the sense, yeah, obviously I like the editing, and I don't do much of editing, but I quite enjoy that process of uploading. It's your content is there. Somebody is benefiting from it. When you see
Yeah.
yeah, when you see, even if you're not getting like hundreds of comments, but even when one person comments or says something nice about it, then you feel like you're doing something nice, productive. So yeah, I quite enjoy talking to people. I still feel guilty that we couldn't talk before. I was yeah, glad, better late than never.
Yeah. Yeah, compliments. We as a human being, we love compliments. It's very natural to get compliments and feel happy. As a person, we want to feel important everywhere. It's the natural tendency in the human beings. We can't just deny
Yeah,
this fact. So
but I
whenever we
think
get compliments, mhm, yeah,
yeah, that's a good point. But just thinking that I wish if we didn't have that, uh, a kind of satisfaction where that we get from getting receiving compliments, it would be world would be a lot better. I feel. Why?
um,
Because we all strive for that, right? Get receiving compliments, and then we do everything for that. Be it money or fame, everything is for actually that compliment that we want people, we want others to give praises, or like we like getting like flattering comments. I think that's the root
mhm.
cause of all of these problems, because everybody likes to be worshipped, or like everybody likes to be um, looked up to by others. That is the root cause of all of the problems, I feel sometimes. I wish we didn't have that.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I could agree with you here because sometimes I think the compliments we can sense whether it is genuine or not, and sometimes if it is the right and the genuine compliments it is, then it strive us to do something better and better, and we go for the achievements or whatever. It's like suppose I'm
Yeah.
saying, suppose there is a both famous cricketer named Virat Kohli. So why he's playing? He has all the necessary finances and the famous glory. All he have achieved a lot in his life. Now he have to sit and just enjoy their life. But still, he's playing for what?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are both sides, as like every
Yeah.
coin has two sides. But I was just getting a bit philosophical, maybe you can say. But as they say, the saints, they just do their normal living. They don't really
Yeah.
strive
Sometimes
for.
it creates. Sometimes it creates extra pressure on us that we are getting. Suppose we are getting compliments, so sometimes we becomes more
The
habitual
added
and we don't
pressure,
think about extra
added pressure
pressure
to
creates.
be to retain that stature that you achieved, to keep it. You then Yeah, then it becomes a burden. You
Uh,
then Yeah, to keep that. That's what mostly happens with celebrities. After a certain point, there is a saturation point for everything. And if you're
Seriously.
not yeah, and if you're not able to um, get in terms with that, okay, this is the time that I have to retire, or this is that was it for me. And if you can't if you can't agree to what the when the time there is a time for the time, you have to agree to that time, or whatever brings your fate brings to you. If you're not okay with it, yeah, then that's when there is the problem arises. I have felt you keep you keep trying for betterment, but
Mhm.
there is a limit to everything. Um,
Absolutely. Absolutely,
yeah,
I
but
agree
as you
with you.
said,
Yes.
yeah, but yeah, this is this all of these things that I said are kind of applicable to like people of a certain age. But yeah, for youngsters, obviously they have to keep trying because they just start their life. For example, like you. Yeah, it was
Uh,
pretty motivating for you, I think, what I said.
no, I don't think it is going to affect me. But absolutely, you are right. After a certain point of time, the situations comes and the people started criticizing you again. They forget what you have achieved so far in your life. The
Yeah,
compliments kinds of thing is something really I feel good, but everything has their pros and cons. I'm not
yeah,
just only accepting the fact that it's good or bad, but yeah, somehow it's good. Like you said, that after a certain point of time, you feel that this compliments is nothing to me. It doesn't affect me. It should not affect me, right?
yeah,
Because it's my
true.
life. It's my life. Why somebody's compliments is affecting me and just motivating me, inspiring me to do something. That motivation should be the internal. It should not be the outside noise that is keep telling me that, okay, now I have to wake up, now I have to do this, now I have to do that. No, absolutely not. The
Yeah,
internal feeling, the internal motivation is very, very important. It should not be the external, right?
exactly.
That's what we
Yeah,
wanted to see.
whatever
Mhm.
comes your way, you have to just accept it. You have to accept it wholeheartedly. But if something is not working in your way, in your favor, just you should be able to let it go and yeah, move on. So that is nothing should come, about your. Um, you shouldn't think that oh, this is I'm doing this all because of me, or whatever I'm getting. But that is a time. I think what I think is time is crucial for everything. Like after that, when the time is in your favor, everything works in your favor. Otherwise, it doesn't. Um, so yeah, you should be able to treat both success and failure alike. If you
Mhm.
if you get if you are overjoyed when you get if you feel overjoyed when you get success, then you are the person who's going to be over worried when you see failure as well, right? So there should be a balance.
But do
And
you think
we
it's not easy to be neutral all the
yeah,
time?
it is not.
I don't think
That's why I
so.
said the saints. You have to. It is really hard to get to that point. None of us, ordinary people can't really uh, be that. So it takes a lot of. I think it takes years for you to get to that kind of a stature. I think not easy. Definitely not easy. It is. But yeah, again, as you said, if you when you get compliments, if you look at it this way, that okay, it is I can do better, but that shouldn't be something that is driving me to do what I'm doing now. I'm doing this for not for my pleasure, but I'm trying to. If you treat it as a service or something, then yeah, maybe I think it won't get into your head, and you won't feel like that is when you have to really give that whatever you're doing. It should add some value to
Yeah.
the other person. If you're doing it for yourself, if you're doing something for the thinking that oh, it will benefit me, it will give me this thing, then it kind of negates the purpose of what you're doing, I think.
Yeah, eventually I think the purpose of life, that's what matters, I believe. People, like, the it's the time to time, like when we are very young, we always seek for success, to achieve glory, to grow in our life. And if a person is in their younger age, when he's around 20 or 22, and if we're going and say to him that, hey, life is nothing, just be spiritual, go for the self actualization, don't think about money and all, it's all waste at the end of the day, he is not going to believe on you, no matter whether you are true or not. So after a certain point of time, you yourself realize it by
Yeah,
going through the experiences of the life. So the
exactly.
life experiences that you feel, then you believe, okay, this is true.
Yeah.
It happens with everybody. We believe, but at a time when we believe, it's very late. It's very
Yes,
late.
exactly. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that because, as you said, that experience, we all need that experience. Because when I was in my 20s, I was a totally different person. My perspective, my outlook, everything was different towards life. Now I have got these years of experience. I've seen the world better than how I was in my 20s. Now I know I've seen different countries. I've seen different people, and now I can talk about all of these. But when you are in your early 20s, and then you are in 20s, right? And so yeah, you obviously have a long way ahead of you. You will learn eventually, like what. So yeah, until then you have to experience everything. Experience is the best teacher. So yeah, you can't learn anything, everything from books. You need to learn from your life. So
I also
it's
have
you.
noticed one thing. The way you said that, our thoughts get changes and we evolve every day. I also believe in this thing. What I have said yesterday, it is not necessary and mandatory that it is going to be true for tomorrow itself. Even I really agree with that. Suppose I'm reading a book has gives me a different a clear idea about something that I used to have a preconceptions mindset about something. So I get changed and I believe that okay, this is something that I used to think, but now my idea has changed, my notions have changed. So every incident in our life, even it is a subtle experience or maybe it is a little things that you go through, we evolve every day, our thoughts evolve every day, but what matters is that are you really aware at that very moments when your thoughts is evolving? If you're able to get those things, okay, now this is something that I have done wrong in my life, so now I have to make sure that I should not repeat these mistakes. So sometimes it is not all necessary that you will only experience, then only you will believe that okay, this is something that I have to not repeat in my life. Sometimes some the others experiences also we should just rely on and we should just focus on and just believe in that okay, if somebody has said something because they have gone through in their life, so at some extent we should believe in this. Okay, like suppose there is a
Yeah,
poison, so the poison you can't just taste and then say okay, it's bad for our life, it's harmful for our life, because already you know that it's a poison, it's tested, it's scientifically proven that it's harmful for your body. So if
yeah,
you're taking it just to realize that okay, let me first check that whether it's good for not, like, I will experience it, then I will believe that okay, this is poison. In that
yeah,
case you're going to lose your life. So
yeah,
sometimes the mixture of something, the balance of something is very very important, I believe.
yeah, too. And for that very reason, you need all of these years to get that experience. And then when you actually start, you're a kind of a better person, then you don't have many years left. The life is so short. I feel.
Yeah,
I wish that, like, oh,
absolutely.
if I had, like, I feel like if I had like another 20 years of youth, then oh, it would be so nice, because then I can, that is applicable to everything, not just like the wisdom, be it the financial matters, financial. So you are kind of like a better person in terms of your financial situation. Also, when you, like, spend all these years, now you're kind of better. Your financial situation is also better, but then you don't have really many years left. You don't have that youth with you anymore when you are. So that is, yeah, I feel for that reason that life is too short.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think everybody in this world they feel regret at some point of their life that okay, if I could have take decision in such a way when I took my financial decision or when I chose my subject in my class 12 in my bachelor,
Mhm.
maybe if I would have done this course, maybe my life would be something else. What do you think? I mean, this kind of regret is really, I mean, applicable, is really good to think about? I don't think so, because whatever you have done something, suppose you are doing this session and if you will not get recording, maybe you are going to think that okay, maybe if I would have done this session through Zoom, I would have got recordings. So something like this is going to happen every time, no matter what you do in your life.
Inevitable.
So rather thinking about the regret, and about the
Yeah.
decisions we should accept accept the decisions, or maybe whatever happened with us, and try to feel gratitude towards God, that okay, whatever I have got, a lot of people have not even get a chance to go through that,
Yeah,
right?
true that. Yeah, there is no point in regretting, but you have to learn from your mistakes, and you have to teach,
Yeah.
if possible, you have to teach others not to repeat, what you
Others.
did, what you did. That
Mhm.
is what there's no point in regretting. You can't really turn the time back, or like you can't go back to the past and do it correctly, but you can help somebody else from from not making that mistake again. So that is something that you can do. And again,
Yeah, don't die with your experiences. I
yeah,
think don't die with your experiences. Just try to share with your generations, or maybe if you can write a book, try to write a book. And that's why I think reading books comes into the picture. When you read some books, the people have shared their experiences. They want to write everything. They have shared their experiences, and that's why I think we should read a books a lot, because it helps you. It's if you're reading a book, suppose, then you're going to get the suppose the 40 years of the experience of a person, right?
exactly. Yeah, it is. I
So
have just started reading books. I was not a good reader, but now I'm putting in effort, time and effort for that. So it is really good. It's kind of therapeutic. Be it anything, reading or art or anything that you enjoy doing. It's not just life is not just about doing the regular, monotonous things that you do, but you have to do something out of it. Everything. If we account towards money or making money, you definitely need money to live, but you have to also have these good habits to improve, to develop the better self of yours, I think.
yeah, yeah, for becoming a better human being, I think it's also important. And if you're good at learning, I think if you're good at learning, the earnings comes after it, because you are learning every day. If you're focusing on learning every day and evolving every day, and then you can thrive for the success, you can earn. But yeah, financial stability is very important whatever you do. Like
Yes,
suppose you are
it is
reading a
very
book.
important. Nobody else is going to take your expenses. You have to do it for yourself. So,
You have to earn your bread and butter. Nobody will come to give you, no
yeah,
matter whether it's your parents or who. You have to somehow, at some extent of your life, you have to just think about your finances, how you are going to settle it down. You have to
yeah,
earn your
because
bread.
but that's one thing, what, Shravan, when I think about it, when you're earning your bread and butter, you don't really have to, nobody has a say in your life, I would say. Because
Mm,
that's one thing that I feel when you are living in another country and you don't really have to feel that I'm an immigrant here, or I migrated to this country, this is not my country. You don't have to feel that way because they're not paying, they're not taking your
yeah,
expenses. Like, yeah, you are, so long as you are paying for your bread and butter, then you
yeah,
don't have to, yeah, that is my, so then that gives you the confidence. So that is very important for any individual to be have that financial freedom, stability. That is what something that you have, because you're so young. You have to really strive for getting into that kind of a financial stability, gaining that financial stability. I would say aim for before 40, 30, 40. You have to plan for retirement at 40. Yeah. Then,
yeah.
yeah, then you
Mhm.
can have a relaxing retirement life. And that's one thing actually about India's educational system, because we spend so many years studying what you really don't want to study, what is not really needed for your career, because we learn everything. But yeah, that is something that has to be, I think, reviewed, because we
Yeah,
waste a lot of our years, our young years just studying. That is not really required. That is not really helpful.
yeah,
Um, yeah, so that is something that I mean, we all regret that. And coming back to the point of regretting, there's no point in regretting, but that is kind of a thing that is still happening, and nobody is actually taking a step towards, making it better. How can people, focus, divert their, choose the option that they want to? And in India, parents really push children for, making them study what they are not really into. So a lot of problems are there. So these actually, I'm touching upon it because we talked about regretting, and that regret is going to stay there with every
Yeah,
person.
why I said, I mean, sorry to interrupt you. Just a thought came in my mind that, why we should not regret. Why I said, because somehow or other you can't just go into your past and just you can change your past. No. So it is going to give you pain rather than to gain something confidence or something like that. So when you accept those things and you keep the learning with it, then you can keep your momentum going on in your life and just think about the other aspects of the life and not just about your past only. Secondly, you said about the educational system. I also don't like really educational system of India. Why? Because they are not updating it. They are not updating with the current scenario, like what the market is demanding. It is not relevant. Getting a degree is very easy in India, but it is not going to give you a job. So somehow the other, I think India is just, the new education policy has came in India in 2021, but it will take some time to update the whole syllabus and will just make it in the existence in all over the India. So it will take some times, and it is expected to that in 2030 the syllabus would be changed throughout the India.
Mm.
Now in your bachelor you can choose music, chemistry, and you can choose computer application. So now,
Okay.
but in my time there was fixed subjects. Okay, if you are going to take science, then you have to just study physics, chemistry,
Yeah.
and something like this. But now you can choose your subjects according to your niche, what is you like to do, what is your interest in, and for what you are keeping a keen in. So this is something that is changing very fastly in India, and I think hope in 2047 or maybe 2030 India is going to be very, very updated with the syllabus and the educational co-curriculum, right?
Uh, Yeah,
So we
I
are
agree with.
hopeful. We are
Yes.
hopeful.
Yeah.
Maybe our
I,
next
yeah.
generation will get the right education. Not
Yes.
we have
Yes.
get. I
Exactly.
mean,
Yeah.
still,
So
I
there's
also
no point
can't
in
get.
us regretting it, but yeah, maybe. Uh, but yeah, some people regret it, and this is so that there is a change good that will happen
Uh,
eventually. So,
uh,
oh, it's been 30 minutes, and the time just flew by.
so I mean,
And,
I think the whole session gone like a philosophical, but it's nice
it is
somehow.
nice. Definitely, we have to catch up again because we couldn't really talk properly, right? Let's do another session.
Mhm.
But because this video is already 30 minutes.
Okay,
It,
and I'm just hoping that we will get this video recording.
oh yeah, fingers crossed.
Finger crossed. Yeah.
So lovely
Okay.
speaking with you, Shravan. We will catch up again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
surely. I mean, I was waiting to do the session with you, Saila. I mean,
Yes.
amazing talking with you. Yeah, I mean, you go a lot of philosophical points of view, and I really enjoy talking with such topics because it gives us a lot of clarity and a lot of the new ideas about people and the life. So thank you for joining as well. And now I can wish you a very great day ahead. And till then,